All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh. Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Akakodash. Kal Halalim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Akakodash. Alright, Yahweh is the true name for the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai is the true name for the Son of the Heavenly Father, our Lord and Savior, who is going to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from the coming destruction that is coming upon the earth. Double honors to all apostles of James, Grammar Stone, and salutations to the Akim for the pushing this word of sincerity and truth. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, West Indians, we are the real Israelites. We're the chosen people of the Heavenly Father. Alright, and the reason why we're in this predicament that we're in right now is because we have disobeyed the laws of the Heavenly Father. That is the reason why things like slavery, the scattering of our people took place. And it has been a thing, where the Most High has been scattering us, among the nations for, a very long while. But today, we're going to focus on, the Ethiopian eunuch. So I'll title this one concerning the Ethiopian eunuch. The Ethiopian eunuch um, is an Israelite. All right, he's of the chosen line. The chosen he's of the chosen line, which that chosen line is Israel. And I'm just gonna run through some precept to make the point, and hopefully it is edifying to the hopeful elect. So what you have on the screen is when in Acts 2, Acts 2 and 10, when it mentioned the different places that was people that were in Jerusalem at the time, because they came up for the um for the feast, for the Passover, and such and such. Now I'm gonna remove this a little. I'm gonna remove this and get straight into the scriptures. So it says Acts 8 and 26, and the angel of the Lord spake unto Philip, saying, Arise and go toward the south unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza, which is desert. And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch of great authority under Candace, the queen of the Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasure, all right, and had come to Jerusalem to worship. Yes, so he was at Jerusalem, because he came for the ceremony, he came for the feast, the Passover, that's what he came there for to worship. All right. Now, the scriptures, before I get that one, in Deuteronomy 16, verse 16, it says, 3 times in a year shall all my males appear before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose, in the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks, and in the feast of tabernacles, and they shall not appear before the Lord empty. See? So this was one of the case where a Jew, a Israelite, a Israelite that was actually living and in Ethiopia came to Jerusalem to worship, you know, because salvation and the law was given to Israel, man. All right, and the Passover is part of the law also. All of those ceremonial acts, those that the scripture mentioned, was given to the Israelites as for a memorial, for a law among us as a people, as our customs. All right, but because we're scattered into in our lands, we used to come from out of these lands. To come to Jerusalem to worship, man. He was not the only one. Now, Zephaniah 3 and 10, from beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my suppliants, even the daughter of my dispersed shall bring mine offering. All right, you see, so we have dispersed among the Ethiopians. We have Israel. When you look up this word dispersed, all right, we have dispersed among the Ethiopians, among our people. All right, dispersed mean what? To scatter, dispersed, to be dispersed, be scattered. And when you go down further into the definition, into the Gesenius Hebrew Chaldee lexicon, it says, I get this point right here. Sometimes to disperse themselves, to be dispersed. This is the point I want to get. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's somewhere right here. The point that I want to get. I have to find it. Oh boy. Oh boy. I had it. I had it, man. But breaking pieces. You get to see it. Anyway, anyway, I guess we can get it other place. Yeah, it mean disperse. I'm gonna get it another place. Um, because it really mean Israelites, that are dispersed among Gentiles. See, yeah. So we have people that are scattered. The Heavenly Father people are scattered. Yeah, among Israel, among Gentile countries, like for example Ethiopia. All right, and the Ethiopian eunuch was no different. Seeing, and then we get what Isaiah 50, 11 and 11. And it shall come to pass in that day, say, that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people. The first time was, he was in Egypt, and he's gonna set his hand again the second time, which is a more grand deliverance in this time around. All right, because we're not gonna be just gathered from one place, because we're scattered into the four corners of the earth. That's what gonna make it so grand. He said, the scripture says, he shall send his angels, to gather his elect from the four corners of the earth. So we're gonna be taken up from wherever, from all these countries that the elect is scattered. We shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush. So we see this word Cush is what? Ethiopia. Alright? When you look it up, Cush when you go into the word, it means it's Ethiopia. Alright, one of the son of Noah. And the Elam, and from Elam, from Shinar, from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nation, and assemble the outcasts of Israel. So you have Israelites that are outcasts, and they are among these people that are listed among many more. And gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The dispersed of Judah, the outcast of Israel. So the whole nation, we as a people are scattered, outcast are dispersed among heathen nations, man. Together, they dispersed. All right, Hebrew right here is napath, napath. All right, now I think we can get it right here. I think it's the same thing, but disperse. Nations. Yeah, this is it. To disperse, to scatter a people. The dispersion of the Israelites among the countries of the Gentiles. All right. So that's the reason why this man, the Ethiopian eunuch was actually um, in Jerusalem because he's an Israelite and he come to worship in Jerusalem. From beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my suppliants, and even the daughter of my dispersed shall bring mine offering. All right, my suppliants. This is what this word suppliants. Yeah, worshiper. All right, odors, incense. And they bring all of those things with them. They carry all of those things with them. Also when they are going to Jerusalem, because the scripture said that none of them shall appear or come empty. All right, they disperse. I think let me see if I could. Yeah, give a different, but it means scattered anyway. Acts 2 and 5. And they were dwelling at Jerusalem, Jews devout men out of every nation under heaven. None, it wasn't exempt wherever we were scattered at that time. All we were everywhere. And Jews, we came from out of all of these nations to come to Jerusalem, all right, to travel to Jerusalem, to worship, just like that Ethiopian eunuch, all right. So yeah, they have. I just want to make the point to this solidified to the hope for the leg, without a shadow. And yeah, the Ethiopian eunuch man, Israelites, there is an Israelite because salvation also is only open unto the Israelites. So shalom, Akim again.